friends, and welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a general love reading or a collective love reading. So you should know in your gut if it's resonating or not. So let's start. We're going to start with this deck. So let's see what Spirit wants you to know about your connection. This could have been a connection with a lot of triggers. And oh dear. So what I'm seeing in the shuffle is this, it could have been that you were dealing with someone who felt triggered and ran. So let's see what comes out here. We have mountains. So there's been blocks, setbacks, delays, big problems, hardship, trouble, a lot of work, burdens, and mistakes. And we have healing emotional wounds. So it could have been that you were dealing with someone who had a lot of wounding, and there could have been, like I said, a lot of triggers within this connection. They could have needed to heal and maybe they ran. You could also be someone who's working on your own healing right now. Shadow work, deep healing, getting over something. So it feels like whoever you are, your situation, there was a lot of blocks and setbacks, and now you are focusing on your healing. You could have been connected to someone who had a lot of healing to do as well. So let's see what comes out. What do we need to know about this connection, Spirit? We have connecting and heartbreak. So you could have been dealing with someone who was connecting with a lot of people. Doesn't have to just be love. It could have, like, other love interests. They could have been connecting with friends, coworkers, other things in their life. And then we have heartbreak. So I'm called to say I don't think that you've been able to move on from this with this energy that I'm seeing here. Maybe you've thought about dating other people, or you've thought about putting yourself back out there, but it looks like you're still healing from this. And we have pain is essential for growth, painful ending, breakup, suffering, grieving, depression, unable to move on. Yeah, that's what I was hearing. So it doesn't feel like you've been able to move on from this. And I'm hearing you could be someone who has easily moved on from people in the past, but for some reason you haven't been able to move on from this person. We have games, bad games. So maybe you're dealing with someone who's a gamer, or you could be a gamer. But it says doesn't want anything serious, or it doesn't say doesn't. It says don't want anything serious. So it feels like this person could have made you feel like an option with that connecting card. Mixed signals, manipulation, immature behavior, dishonesty, stringing you along, making you feel like an option. So you could have felt like this person was playing games with you. Like I said, they could have been very inconsistent, very hot and cold. It does kind of tie in. I actually saw that when I was shuffling, and it ties into that runner energy. And as I'm talking about it, my nose is starting to run. So we do have strike here. Expect to see major progress. So it feels like there's progress coming, or you're going to see, I feel like you're making progress right now in your healing journey. But let's keep going, and we'll confirm all this with tarot. So victory, conquering, winning, perfection, on track, accurate, faultless, yes, direct approach. So again, it feels like whoever you're connected to in the past wasn't taking a direct approach. They were kind of taking an inconsistent approach. And it looks like after healing, after a lot of setbacks and delays, expect to see major progress here. Bowling could be symbolic. We have foreigner. So you could be dealing with someone who comes from somewhere different from where you live. You could have met this person online, I'm hearing. But what's interesting is it says leaving all that is familiar. So it feels like whoever you're connected to is leaving those familiar things behind. And what I mean by familiar things behind is you know, their inconsistency. I'm seeing someone kind of walking away from their the past version of themselves. And we have epiphany. So it feels like whoever you're dealing with has had an epiphany about you. The answers will come: revelation, discovery, vision, inspiration, insight, enlightenment, hint, guidance. So let me just make sure those are straight, because I'm a little obsessed with keeping things in alignment. If you haven't noticed, somebody said that the other day in my comment section. They said, this isn't related to the reading, but I love how you always keep the cards aligned. I'm like, thank you for noticing. So let's keep going. We have manifesting. So it feels like you are manifesting something here with this person. You could be manifesting to see major progress. You could be manifesting that they have had an epiphany and that they're walking away from that past version of themselves. You could have been dealing with someone who was afraid to give up their independence too, or to give up, you know, the things that they thought were fulfilling them. We have the wait is over, in the works, allowing conscious thinking, dreams into reality, revelation, and we have justice on the bottom. So it feels like you are manifesting justice for yourself. You're manifesting balance, and I kept hearing inconsistency. So let's keep going. We have heartbreak, mirror. So bad behaviors that needed correcting. So, and this says pain is essential for growth. So it feels like there were a lot of triggers within this connection, and there needed to be a separation so that some of these behaviors could be corrected. It does look like you were dealing with someone who, it could have felt like they were stringing you along, or I just keep hearing inconsistency. And we have rebuilding, start over and rebuild stronger, putting in the work, second chances, personal strength, working on it, persistence, overcoming challenges. And that was what we saw in the very beginning on the bottom, was that mountain card, the challenges. So whoever you were dealing with that didn't want anything serious here, they're realizing that you're a true gem, a connection worth saving. Beauty, Empress energy. So they're realizing that, you know, they let go of a good thing here, and there is this energy of wanting to rebuild something, wanting to start over. I'm hearing wipe the slate clean. So let's keep going. We're going to get 3 more. We have memories. Replaying past memories, nostalgia, longing, regret, holding on to the past. The past is coming back. So this is definitely about someone from your past. And all of a sudden, my solar plexus is being activated here. So you could have been dealing with someone who had a blocked solar plexus. They could be working on their confidence right now. But this is kind of 6 of Cups energy as well. They're thinking about you. Thinking about the past is coming back. Right underneath, direct approach. Expect to see major progress with someone from your past here. We have coffee cup. Healing begins with an honest talk. And it says awakening. So it feels like this person, when they come in for this conversation, healing begins with an honest conversation. Expect to see major progress. This is someone who's been missing you. They have a lot of regret here. All right, 2 more cards. We have justice. Nice. The truth will be revealed. Life lessons, equality, balance, fairness, integrity, truth, law. So you could be dealing with a Libra with a justice card here. And it feels like whoever this is coming in with truth and accountability and balance. So what is this epiphany about? Let's confirm the epiphany. Yeah, true gem. This person has had an epiphany that this is a connection worth saving, that you're a true gem. And I said this, you know, I was hearing the Empress with this true gem. And yeah, on the bottom we have triggers. This is nice. Look, we have running. So on the bottom, we have triggers, a challenging connection, and we have cleanup, owning the mess to clean up, healthy choices, prioritizing, positive life changes, accountability, releasing burdens. Nice. I like that. All right. So I'm going to keep this card actually for the cover. So now we're going to get tarot. And I actually, I felt called to use this deck today, which is, what's this deck called? The Retro Tarot? All right, 8 of Wands. Expect to see major progress, 8 of Wands. Hanged Man, after a period of separation. I'm hearing communication after a period of separation. I'm just actually going to take that card out because it makes it off balance. If you think I'm bad with my tarot cards being in alignment, imagine living with me. Everything has to be in its place. All right, so let's see what we're doing here. Let's see what's on the bottom first, and we'll go from there. We have the 8 of Swords. So that definitely feels like, yeah, that definitely feels like a separation to me. 8 of Swords, no contact. And then we have 6 of Cups. So this is definitely someone from your past. This is definitely someone that you know. This is someone who's in their head about you right now with the 8 of Swords and the 6 of Cups. I'm hearing replaying events. And we have Justice, confirmation. So this is someone who wants to bring in justice here, more Libra energy. 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like this person has had an epiphany that they do see you being a part of their future. This could have, with the 8 of Swords, this, you know, you could be dealing with someone who did have a lot of trauma, but the 8 of Swords is trauma that can be healed. It's things that keep a person stuck that can be healed. But I definitely feel like this person is in their head about you. So let's see, again, you could have triggered some of their unhealed wounds here. So where do I want to begin? Well, let's look at who this is first. Who is this that we're channeling? Who are we channeling? Falls on the floor. What a surprise. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So it feels like this is a fated connection. This is someone who has been making progress, has been making adjustments. We've got the Knight of Pentacles on the floor. It's in reverse. So I do feel like this is someone who's been moving very slowly towards you, but I'm hearing neglecting connection. So it feels like this is someone who neglected you, neglected this connection. And if you are someone who was triggered by that, it could have been that they were triggering a wound within you stemming from childhood with that 6 of Cups. They could have triggered some unhealed trauma within you. You could have triggered some unhealed trauma within them. If this person neglected you and it triggered you, or they didn't make you a priority, or they were inconsistent, it could have triggered a wound that you had stemming from childhood where you felt neglected by your parents, or you felt unseen or unloved by your parents. I'm hearing it, so I have to say it. Knight of Pentacles, someone who's a workaholic. So that's why I said with that connecting, this person could have been, you know, prioritizing connecting with people at work or with their job or with friends or even partying, I'm hearing. Someone who is irresponsible, someone who, you know, wasn't coming towards you with a lot of passion or love. They were kind of, I'm hearing disconnected, neglecting relationship. I told you. Knight of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with a younger earth sign. Doesn't have to be a younger earth sign. They could have just been more immature than you, or maybe they weren't as, like, this could have been someone who didn't have a lot of stability or in their pentacle world. But earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So, you know, Wheel of Fortune, this is someone who took you for granted, I'm hearing. They took you for granted. I don't think, like, I feel like this is someone where you were showing them love and you were showing up and they weren't noticing that, or they weren't appreciating it. So let's keep going. Let's look at their current energy now. Show me this person's energy now. We have the Queen of Cups and the Sun. That's good. Compassion, emotion, intuition, kindness, stability. So right now, oh dear, we've got a little, hang on. I don't want to mention it. Let's just cover that up. YouTube does not like the nipples. So Queen of Cups, that's their current energy. So they are in the energy of, remember I said you could have been dealing with someone who was like lacking passion and emotion. I was hearing like disconnected, or I was hearing disassociating. Now this person is in Queen of Cups energy. So they are in an energy of listening to their intuition, of healing with the Queen of Cups and the Sun. This is someone who is healing and stability. So they have more emotional stability. And the Queen of Cups, this person's in the energy of wanting to deepen this connection with you. They are listening to their intuition right now rather than their mental mind with that Eight of Swords, where I think in the past their mind was in control of their vessel, I'm hearing. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen this in a while, but I just saw Dr. Robotnik, which I think is from Sonic, where he's in like, Dr. Robotnik is in a giant robot controlling the robot. Anyway, I feel like your person's mind and ego may have been in control in the past, but now their intuition is in control. I just want to confirm this. I want to get one more card for their energy. Show me this person's energy. Six of Swords. King of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. So they are leveling up here. Look, another card of healing. So we do have a lot of confirmation that this person is healing, which we saw on the bottom of the deck of this deck. So moving into calmer waters, healing, guidance, transition. And I do feel like they're being intuitively guided to reconnect with you. The Six of Swords also talks about like holding on to the past, which this card says right here. So this person hasn't been able to let you go. King of Pentacles on the bottom. So I do feel like this person is leveling up. Let's see how they're feeling about you. How are they feeling about you? We have the Magician. So this person wants to change. This says change your reality. So this person, you know, for how they feel about you, they could feel like you manifest anything you want. They could feel like things come easily to you, or that you're lucky because you're a master manifester. But for how they're feeling about you, we have, I forgot to mention signs. We have water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and with the Magician, we have Gemini and Virgo. So this is someone who's feeling like they need to be proactive. They need to make something happen. It also, you know, it's connected to Mercury, which is about communication. So I do feel like this person is wanting to communicate with you here with the Magician. Let's get one more for how they're feeling about you. How are they feeling about you? On the floor you go. We have the Ace of Cups. Love, compassion, spirituality. You know, the Ace of Cups does show that this person still has an overflowing cup of love for you, being intuitively guided to you. Their heart is guiding them to you is what I'm hearing. And the Ace of Cups also talks about a renewal. So I feel like this person wants a renewal. Look at what's underneath the Ace of Cups, the Lovers. So this person definitely feels a strong love connection with you. And the Lovers to me is, whoa. The Lovers to me is, you know, it talks of a connection it triggers you into growth. It triggers you into growth is what I'm hearing. For how they feel about you, we've got the Queen of Wands. So there's an energy that they're feeling like they need to be more open with you, but they feel like you're standing in your power right now. They feel like you're standing in your confidence. They feel very magnetized towards you right now with the Queen of Wands. You could be very creative, or you're just in a they're very magnetized to you right now with that Queen of Wands. There's a lot of passion there that they feel towards you. Determination. So they do feel determined to elevate this connection with the Magician. Let's look at their intentions towards you. Eight of Wands, communication. Whoa, the Emperor. Whoa. So their intentions towards you are to take control of this situation, to step up and lead, to come towards you with confidence. Eight of Wands, communication, rapid change, rapid growth. Expect to see major progress, all right? Expect to see major progress. We have Aries energy, we have fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with the Queen of Wands, and we have Aries with the Emperor, we have Aries. So this person's intentions: swift action, movement, travel, fast-paced change. And the Emperor on the bottom, I mean, that says it all. We've got the Devil in reverse. So this is someone who wants to take control of this situation. This is someone who's become more self-aware. I feel like some of those bad behaviors that needed correcting with the Mirror card, they're more self-aware of with the Devil in reverse. Five of Pentacles, positive change. All right. They want to come in out of the cold here. Their intentions are for you to welcome them back. I'm not saying you have to. If you hate this person, like, stop watching, I guess. So let's see what future action this person is taking. Future action. We have Judgment. So Judgment, 10 of Cups. Judgment talks about resurrection. Judgment talks about a resurrection. So this person's future actions: reunion, 10 of Cups, reunion, harmony, divine love, domestic bliss. 10 of Cups talks about coming home. So I do feel like this person's actions are going to return into your energy. The past is coming back. Wanting happiness, wanting fulfillment, reunion. And Judgment on the bottom. So again, renewal. That's how this person was feeling about you with that Ace of Cups. I feel like there's an honest conversation coming with Judgment. I feel like the ball will be in your court, I'm hearing, with Judgment. You know, you don't have to take anybody back. So I want to look at their behavior when they come in towards you, because their intentions are to, like, step up and take the lead and communicate. Their actions are to reunite with you. To have, like, to come home, returning home, storybook ending, 10 of Cups. I just want to see how they'll be behaving when they come in towards you. So show me this person's behaviors when they come towards you. How will they be behaving? We have the Empress. So they're coming in quite a nurturing, empathic energy. With the Empress, though, this person could come in very soft. I don't know how can I put that? It's like the energy of allowing. So I feel like this person is going to come back. Remember, I was hearing the ball is going to be in your court. So it's not like this person is going to be being forceful. They're not going to be pressuring you into anything. They're kind of going to, you know what's interesting? I'm hearing that they're going to allow, their actions will tell you, like, when they come in, how they're behaving. Their actions will speak loudly. They're coming in a very like feminine energy. So again, they're not coming in hard-headed. They're not coming in stubborn. They're coming in very gentle is what I'm hearing. And the Empress talks about, you know, wanting a healthy, sensual, committed connection. Again, they're not coming in this masculine energy. They're coming in more in a feminine energy. So they're going to be trusting their intuition. They're going to be like soft and gentle, compassionate, and like with empathy. There goes my throat. Let's confirm that. Show me this person's behaviors when they take action. Show me their behaviors. Five of Pentacles in reverse. So they're going to be quite open with you. Openness in a relationship is what I'm hearing. Five of Pentacles, positive changes. So you're going to see the progress this person has made. You're going to see the positive changes. Positive changes, overcoming adversity, forgiveness, opening yourself. So this person, like I said, I keep hearing with the Empress, permit others. What am I hearing? It's from a deck that I have. It's almost like this is advice for you. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. And that's what I mean about your person. They're going to be coming in small gestures, soft awareness, conscious surrender, being open with you. With the Five of Pentacles in reverse, you're going to see that this person has made positive change here and that they've kind of left that past version of themselves behind is what I'm hearing. All right, so I just want to see what is still blocking this connection. What is still blocking this connection? The Hanged Man. A pause. New perspective. So currently what's blocking this connection is that this person is still gaining new perspectives. What's currently blocking this is this person is waiting. They're waiting for the right time to come in here with the Hanged Man. There could be delays here as well. We saw that Mountain card, so that could be one of the blockages. They could have delays in their Pentacle world. This person could be stalling right now. That could be a blockage right now, is that they're stalling. They're putting off coming in, like their intentions are to step up, but you could be dealing with someone who has like a procrastination wound. I'm actually feeling called to look up. I wonder if there's a procrastination wound in this deck. Where am I going? I thought there was a procrastination, but apparently not. What would that be under? I don't know. I was hearing procrastination though. They could have a bit of a perfectionist wound. I don't know what I was hearing. I don't know. I was hearing procrastination. All right, what is your advice? What is your advice about this person specifically? What do you need to know about this person? We have the Nine of Cups. So try and keep a positive mindset with the Nine of Cups. Try and believe in your wish fulfillment. Your advice about this person, 8 of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom. So it feels like this person is pausing before coming in here. So this person, it says this person may be taking a break and resting before coming in. It also says this person might be, with the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like this person was very focused on their career, because it says, you know, this can talk about someone who's too fixated on their career and their finances to the detriment of other areas in their life. So I feel like your advice is like whoever you were dealing with was too fixated on their career and finances or on other things that they thought fulfilled them. And after a break and after resting, they're realizing what actually fulfills them with this 9 of Cups. And I do feel like whatever you're manifesting here, whatever you're hoping for, with that 9 of Cups and those cards about manifestation is exactly what's going to happen if you keep that positive mindset. Just remember that positivity and like affirmations help us manifest. So keep that positive mindset. Wishes coming true, contentment, achievements. So keeping a positive mindset. And I feel like the advice you need about your person is your person has just recently, the 9 of Cups talks about they've completed an important stage in their life where they're realizing that fulfillment doesn't come from work and finances. Fulfillment comes from love. Fulfillment comes from connection. So what can you focus on? I feel like this person sees you as their wish fulfillment. What can you focus on? We have the 3 of Cups. So focus on celebrations, friends, happiness, good conversations, social gatherings. That will keep your vibration high is what I'm hearing. So focus on things that keep your vibration high. You know, try and not to overthink about this person. Try not to put your life on hold for this person. Spending time with friends, family, your children, spending time doing things like your hobbies. The 3 of Cups talks about hobbies. So spending time on those things help raise your vibration. And when you're vibing at a high level, a high vibration, you are a magnet for your manifestations. So let's see future energy between the 2 of you. Future energy between the 2 of you. We have the King of Cups. You could be getting married to this person in the future. The King of Cups does talk about marriage on that card. Well, we have the 5 of Swords in reverse, future energy. So that's nice. 5 of Swords in reverse for future energy. This person is coming towards you in the future in a very, like I said, I was hearing with the Empress, they're coming in with a lot of love, compassion, a calming but compassionate partner, King of Cups. So they're not coming in this, they're coming in very emotionally intelligent. They're coming in a very loving energy, not in an energy where they want to fight, which is what I was hearing with that Empress. The 5 of Swords in reverse talks about not wanting to have conflict, not wanting to fight. It also talks about making amends and reconciliation. So that's your future outcome, King of Cups and 5 of Swords in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. Reconciliation, resolution, compromise, regret. Getting back together, forgiveness after a breakup. So you may be feeling like you're not making any progress here, or there's no progress being made because maybe you can't see this in the 3D, but there is progress here with the 5 of Swords in reverse. And I'll just look at the King of Cups, even though I already mentioned it. Balance between head and heart. Devoted. So this person is coming in very devoted to not having conflict with you, to making amends, to reconciling something here. A compassionate but calming partner. And this person remaining level-headed instead of getting triggered, which I feel like in the past they got really triggered. So let's get... I'm going to take this card for the cover photo. And I'm just going to get you some channeled messages from this person. So I got to divide this deck. It's too thick for me to, I cut it on comfort zone. I am releasing my fears and stepping out of my comfort zone to come close to you. So let's see what your person wants to say to you. Depressed, feeling guilty for their behavior and unhappy with the outcome. Isolation, I needed to be alone to figure out who I was and who I wanted to be. Please be patient with me. So they have been isolating. We have all talk. I know you were tired of hearing my excuses. All talk, no action. So this person could have been someone who was all talk, no action. And remember what I said with the Empress, their actions are going to speak for them. Love triangle. So this doesn't have to be another person, but it says another energy was interfering with your connection. So it doesn't have to be like a love interest, which is what I was hearing with that first card. It was another energy. So that could have been work, that could have been finances, that could have been friends, that could have been partying. It could have been someone else if you know that. We have enlightenment. The truth has been illuminated. I can't hide from what you've shown me. We have nourishment. You feed my mind and nourish my soul. Your energy helps keep me going. Even if you're not in contact with this person. We have patience. You've been patient with me during this journey. The wait is over. True love is here. One more from this side of the deck. We have thoughts. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about you. You're the one for me. So you're heavily in this person's thoughts right now. We have wish granted. It's funny because when I asked for what do you need to know about this person, the 9 of Cups came out, which is about wishes. You're my purpose fulfilled. You're my sun, moon, stars. You're my everything. We have avoidant. So you could have been dealing with a runner or an avoidant. I really want to be close to you, but I avoid emotional attachments out of fear. We have introverted. I know I don't say this enough, but I truly do love you. And with that card, I always get that this person had to go through a transformation before they could speak up. Energy, I've transformed into my higher self because of you. Your energy has changed me. Head over heart. What did I say about Dr. Robotnik? Like, yes, thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. And remember, future energy, this person is coming in with a healthy balance of head and heart. But I think in the past, their ego mind or their overthinking or their trauma was in control of their body. Heart said yes, but the mind said no, mental pain. And we have pretending. I'm tired of pretending that I am happy without you. The silence is killing me. And on the bottom, we have divine timing. The universe always delivers in divine timing. Be patient and trust the process. 1111. We also have agreement. You both made an agreement to focus on yourselves and then come back together as one. So, my friends, I'm going to leave it here. That was your reading. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.